How's it going, everybody? Ragroth here. So I've done a couple videos talking about Gotham Knights, as it's one of my most anticipated games of 2021. One of the first things that came to mind, one of the first things that comes to mind when you think of superheroes is the costumes, and all the costumes they've worn throughout their history. So I figured I'd talk about some costumes that I want for the four main characters that we know are playable. Since I'm biased towards Nightwing and Red Hood, there's going to be a bit more outfits for them, and less for Batgirl and Robin. But I did try to pick at least one outfit for each of them. Just a heads up though, there will be a spoiler for Batman Arkham Knight in this, but it's a pretty obvious one, and the game is like 5 years old now. Still fair warning though, so let's get started. Number 10. Unmasked Jason Todd. Now I generally don't care for the unmasked style of outfits, but Jason still looks really cool, especially with the white streak in his hair and scars he has in this game. Plus he could still have the eye mask underneath like he has in some appearances. Number 9. Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Okay, so the only reason that this one is so low is because I prefer it to be a full-on character rather than a costume. I highly prefer Cassandra's Batgirl over Barbara's. She just looks way cooler to me, and I also feel like we don't really get to see her in much. While we see Barbara Gordon like all the time. With that said, if we absolutely can't get Cassandra Cain as a DLC character, I'll certainly take her as an alternate costume for Batgirl, or Barb's version at least. Number 8. Animated series Nightwing. This is probably the most classic style of Nightwing that I would want in the game. Gotta have that mullet. Plus, this was already a skin in Arkham City, so I'd like to say this game could do it as well. Though I know it has all like the gear pieces and all that stuff, unlike the other games where they were just skins. So I'm just not sure how it would work with that, but I'm not really keeping that in mind. This is just what I purely want. Number 7. Arkham City Robin. This is, well, my favorite Tim Drake Robin design is actually already in the game, which is Red Robin, yum. But one of my favorite designs for Tim Drake's Robin is the Arkham City design. Now, even though he looks the same in Arkham Knight, the key difference is that he actually has the hood on in City and not in Knight. I think the hood just looks cooler, especially since I'm not too fond of buzz cuts, which is his hairstyle in City and Knight. Granted, this design is pretty good for Damian Wayne Robin if he gets added as DLC, but again, let's just say hypothetically Damian does not get added to the game, especially since Tim is so damn young himself in this game, and Damian is even younger. This outfit or something like it would be great. Number 6. Arkham Knight Batgirl. Okay, so admittedly this is kind of similar to the Cassandra Cain outfit, but this is probably my favorite design that Barb's Batgirl has ever worn. It really reminds me of Batman 89's movie outfit, and that is one of my favorite outfits that Batman has ever worn. Actually, you know what? If you can just take the more covered up outfit Barbara Gordon had in the gameplay demonstration for this game, but with the palette of the Arkham Knight outfit, that'd be perfect. The pure white eyes, I think, would complete it. Number 5. New 52 Nightwing or a variation of it. Honestly, I prefer Nightwing in the black and blue as opposed to black and red. Black and red is a lot more overused, and I sort of like black and blue more anyway. Gotta because that's the color you get when you get beat up. Alright, never mind. But even still, I really do dig Nightwing in black and red, especially with the red eyes, and it's become kind of iconic for the more modern DC. When I say variation, I would like the more sleekness of the New 52 outfit, but maybe have the longer Skrillex-like hair that Damian's Nightwing had in the first Injustice game for Nightwing's Regime outfit. Number 4. More traditional Red Hood outfit. So what do I mean by this? Well, I do really like how Red Hood looks in Gotham Knights, and it is pretty close to his normal appearance. But my main complaint is the jacket he has in the game. It's more like a vest or hoodie, and I prefer the full-sleeved leather jacket he's had in older appearances. It just looks a bit cooler to me, and it would be great if he had something close to it. It is more nitpicky, I realize, but it would just be nice. Number 3. The Arkham Knight. The totally clearly not obvious identity of the Arkham Knight from the game with the same title is Jason Todd. And it's a pretty sick outfit that, regardless of what you think of this incarnation or the game itself, is very associated with Jason Todd now. It's a really awesome outfit in my opinion. I'm still kind of disappointed he didn't have it as a premier skin or anything like that in Injustice 2, though I am grateful we could eventually play as it in the Arkham Knight game. Plus, this outfit is kind of Batman-ish, so I guess if you want something that looks like Batman, but is also male, you can have this. He'll just be using double pistols. Number 2. Arkham City Nightwing. Arkham City Nightwing is easily my favorite Nightwing design ever. It's very sleek, but I also really dig the hairstyle. It helps that it debuted in my favorite Arkham game, of course. He actually kind of reminds me of Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2, but with a Nightwing palette swap. Man, it would be pretty sick to have a Nightwing palette swap in Metal Gear Solid 4 or Vengeance Raiden, but regardless, as much as I love how he still looks in Gotham and Arkham Knight, this would be the outfit I would use for him all the time if it was included. Okay, so here's an honorable mention. The Batman and Robin outfit. What can I say? Aside from the bad nipples, I actually kind of like these outfits. At the very least, I think it'd be cool having something at least resembling this outfit for Robin. But obviously the bottom of the list though. Though I guess this can be an outfit for either Robin or Nightwing, since I know the Robin in that movie was Dick and not Tim. Number 1. The Arkham Knight Red Hood outfit. Sounds kind of redundant because we just had Arkham Knight and he's Red Hood, but this is the actual Red Hood in the Arkham Knight game. This is how Red Hood looked in the game before he became the Arkham Knight. It might be overall my favorite design for Red Hood. He has a leather jacket, and it may look even cooler than the leather jacket he has in his more traditional appearances. And hell, he actually has a red hood. Only nitpicks were that I didn't like the messier logo on his shirt, and that the helmet didn't appear to have the eyes. But just nitpicks. I did notice that the outfit we see Jason in the beginning of the announcement trailer was Arkham Knight-ish, so maybe that's something. Since Red Hood is always a DLC character, he genuinely always has a not great or perfect selection of outfits. Hopefully this time that won't be the case. So that's basically my list of costumes I'd like in the game most. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts as well. What costumes would you like in the game? Definitely let me know in the comments below. Also, just a heads up, I actually did do an article talking about kind of, I guess, my thoughts on the initial reveal of Gotham Knights. I know it's kind of old news at this point, but definitely check it out if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I can't really think of a good segue this time on like the Combat Pack 2 and Rain Reaction trailer. Little self-promotion. I did have a minor role in a film that my friend's brother made, a couple years ago, but it's finally on Amazon now. It's called Drown the Clown. Put in the link description. I'll put it in the description below. Definitely check it out. You can rent it or stream it. I just figured, might as well plug it for at least a couple videos while it's still kind of fresh. Turned out really good. And thank you so much for checking out this video. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.